Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex with another weekly market and portfolio update. And in this channel, we document the growth of a $100,000 account that I've created for my newborn son. We're growing the account using technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and some news. If that's what you're into, stick around. All right, so to end this week, we got hit with some big news out of Trump. It was expected, but we got a 35% tariff on Canada, and we also got a 50% tariff on Brazil. And, the market initially after hours sold off, but we got bought back. It seems like the buy the dip crowd is alive and well. And when we go to the market monitor segment, got some more information on that. Because we did change cycles today. So with that, let's go to the market update and see what's going on over there. All right, so market ended the green cycle today. As you can see here, this is the green cycle forecast, which we were above it the entire time. We outperformed the average cycle, but with today's action, we are entering a market monitor yellow period, and this is the new forecast. So it's normally goes sideways for a little while, but I'll have that in the market monitor segment to show you guys the specific numbers. But yeah, gap down today and tried to rally, and we kind of got stuck here. Kind of just expecting either more downward or some sideways action. So with that, let's get into the market monitor segment. All right, so today is day one yellow, and we got a negative 0.47% move. And on average, a yellow market cycle gets about 8.8 days and goes down about negative 0.35%. So we're on distribution count 4. That's what makes the market monitor go to yellow. And if we go to 6 distribution days, that will push the market monitor to red. Yeah, so with that, let's go check out some internals. All right. So the stage analysis is very interesting this week because we got a big shift in what's going on. Yeah, stage 2 stocks, a big hit. We're down to 56%. Stage 1 stocks is down to 17%. Stage 3 stocks got a big uptick, by 2% up to 10%. And stage 4 stocks saw the biggest increase to 17%. And now what you can see above it is I put a little average on there of the last 16 periods. I've just noticed over time that it really responds to the 16 period average. And it's showing that the stage 2 stocks are now below average, and the stage 1 and stage 3 are above average. Still waiting for stage 4 to be above average, but this is normally what happens when we go into a new market cycle. All right, so moving onwards to the VIX, we actually, briefly touched 15 the last 2 days, and now we're back to 16. Pretty muted VIX for what I think could happen and play out here. So we still are long some puts, but I'm thinking next time I'm going to diversify the puts because we were short the QQQ, which is the strongest one, unfortunately. Probably next time we're going to get some IWM puts and just diversify it a little bit. And that's why it's important to diversify because, it's hard to tell which one's going to go down more than the others. So, yeah, moving onwards, we had a slight decrease in 20% bullish stocks. There's still a lot of stocks that are very bullish, moving 20% in 5 days. 65 lower lows, and the bearish combo, the number of stocks ending at the low of the day was about 396. So pretty moderately bearish day. All right, moving onwards to the 45-day Bollinger Band. We saw it actually pick up yesterday. It was a big day yesterday. With 310, and then we went from 310 to 170. So big reversal today. Typically what you see before kind of a downtrend. And yeah, monitoring that. And we had back-to-back, 30 stocks going down 5% or more on $100 million volume. And what was interesting about yesterday, even though it was a pretty strong day, we still had 24 stocks going down 5% or more. And as you can see here on the short-term momentum up, this thing has been in a sell signal for a while now. And a lot of the breadth, some stocks have been going down for a while. And we're starting to see the short-term momentum down pick up. So the downtrend has begun, today. Yeah, so the TD sell, it peaked at about 967 and now it's down to 576. So that's coming down. And normally, these things, they start and you don't notice it in the market, and then it all comes at once and it's starting to come. All right, moving onwards to the anxiety index and some long-term breadth metrics. Anxiety is still sitting at 21K, still pretty flat, but we took a big hit in stage analysis, so we topped out at 80 again, and now we're down to 73. And then the long-term breadth is hanging around here at 18. So market monitor, goes to yellow and looking for some bearish action here. Yeah, so with that, let's go check out the portfolio. All right, so for those of you who have made it this far in the video, I really want to appreciate you guys for tuning in, starting to get some more people watching the channel. Would appreciate if you guys, smash that like button if you like what you're seeing, or leave a comment if you guys want me to analyze a stock for you or check something out, or you have a question about anything I've been saying. Yeah, really appreciate you guys tuning in. And with that, let's move on to the portfolio analysis. So as you guys can see here, the portfolio is sitting at 110,497, and we're down kind of moderately today, down about 0.7%. And you see down here, the portfolio is still outperforming the market by a nice little margin here. And yeah, still acting well. We do have puts. We're hoping that the puts kind of kick in here. But yeah, just waiting for the NASDAQ to kind of correct. And also, we have a lot of calls sold. Yeah, just hoping for some sideways to down, because our portfolio should do better when that happens. But yeah, with that, let's go check out what's actually moving the portfolio here, because I got a new segment here that I'd like to show you guys. All right, so I know what I've been doing in the past is I've been doing like kind of daily analysis. But since we're going to start moving these videos to weekly videos, I just thought I'd show you guys a map here of the weekly performance of the entire portfolio and the positions. And the thing I like about this photo is it actually kind of ties in everything, so you guys can really see it. It's like the bigger the block, the bigger the position I have. The smaller the block, the smaller the position, and you could see the week to date, the weekly moves. And so we can kind of see what's going on really easily here, and I kind of really like this tool, on this website, that I check it out. Oh, by the way, and if you guys want to follow every move of the portfolio, I put a link in the description below, so you guys can just click that. You guys can see exactly what I'm buying, when I'm buying it, what I'm selling, when I'm selling it. I've had a lot of activity recently, so you guys could get a kick out of that. But yeah, with that, you could kind of see what's going on in the portfolio. How a lot of the bonds are down this week. Tesla's down this week. The Brazilian Stoneco's down. Brazilian stocks are down a lot because they got hit with that 50% tariff from Trump out of the blue, because they were going to get 10%, but I guess Trump just had a bone to pick with the Brazilian government. Even though we don't have any trade deficits with them at all, he just decided to slap a 50% tariff because of some political reasons, which is, we'll see if that works out in court. But yeah, interesting there. Yeah, so the Chinese stuff did well. The gold and silver miners are doing particularly well. Yeah, especially today's action. I don't think this is updated for today, but yeah, I mean, just very nice action. Is the crypto stuff, like Bitcoin, the Bitcoin high ETF is good, but high income ETF, but some of these other ones actually didn't respond well today, even though Bitcoin broke out to new highs. So that's something interesting to note. Yeah, we made some trims in Estee Lauder and Elf, because man, we made that trim at a great time. Elf's down 11% this week. And yeah, other than that, some of the other things, all the fixed income stuff is doing okay this week, and Chinese stuff's doing okay. The tech stuff really got hit. Apps got hit 16%. What else? That's Tempest AI got hit. Yeah, so just all around, most of the big positions are doing well. But yeah, some things got hit really hard this week, down 16 to 11%. And all the small ones are kind of doing well. So, but with that, let's get to some TA and just kind of show you guys what I'm looking at, and show you guys some of these positions. Some things that I'm really impressed with, and some things that aren't working out so well. All right, so the first thing I wanted to show you guys was this BDC, Main Street Capital. This thing is, I don't really talk about it much, but just thought today, because it's been such a good performer, I'd share the stock with you guys. Yeah, we were kind of buying it in here, and then when it went down a little bit lower, I think we picked up a little bit more in this area during the short report. Yeah, and it's up about 20%, and this thing yields about 7% and pays extra dividends. It's a business development company, and it's similar to kind of the crypto stocks. It trades at a premium. They're able to sell shares and boost the distribution. So nice yield, nice move. It's moving nicely in this hard tape. And yeah, just nothing bad going on here. Another stock I wanted to show you guys, the moves today, where are they, is these gold and silver miners. I've been enthusiastic. I mean, I know we kind of sold one of them just to trim it back. Most of the things that we trimmed, they were doing really well today, like the nuclear stocks. We'll get into those later. But CDE looks like ready to break out more. This is a picture perfect little flag here. Had a nice little shakeout of this bullish day a couple days ago, and it's getting ready to move here. Just moving really nicely. Where's the other one? AG is even better. Had this nice shakeout candle, and it got bought right back up. And I was expecting it to go back here and test this average, but it didn't. So yeah, this is just a picture perfect kind of rounded base, and it's breaking out today. We were talking about these stocks a while ago when they were making these big moves. They went sideways, the perfect kind of sideways you like, and now it's really starting to kick into high gear. So silver miners are acting really well. This is the one that we sold, by the way. We still have it in another account, but yeah, there was nothing to hate about it. It's just we had to balance the portfolio out a little bit. But it's making a nice uptrend, and it's gonna do this rounded bottom. I think if it comes back up here about 37, or maybe I'll just do it on one that we're in. I mean, AG has a lot to catch up. I mean, this thing can go back to $20. We were saying, nice to see that it's working out. And maybe the last thing I'll show you guys today is these uranium stocks. I mean, they dipped a little bit, but oh man, they're starting to kick into high gear again. LEU. In my other account, I have these 200 calls sold. I might have to resell maybe a 240 or something like that after today's action. And they're making new highs or moving on lower volume, so that's really bullish. You don't want to see high volume when it goes into these new highs. You want to just see it trend nicely. Yeah, and maybe with that, I can explain, I put out a short about trending stocks, but I have this new indicator that I put on my chart, because I'm trying to get all first principles on one chart. And I'm going to make a video about first principles, but essentially like momentum, support and resistance, trend, volatility, what else? I have some notes here, relative strength, participation, and sentiment. I'm trying to have all those in one look, and I'm almost there. We have support and resistance here. We have moving averages. We have candlesticks for momentum. We have the volume for what is it? Like support and resistance, accumulation and distribution, that sort of a thing. Sentiment, we have the distance from the moving averages, and then trending, we have distance from the 52-week high. So working on that, and I'm going to make that video for you guys. But yeah, last thing I'll leave you with is like this Chinese broker dealers are actually making very nice moves here. FUTU is going up. I was hoping that TIGR would follow suit, but TIGR's a little bit more explosive than FUTU, but they do move together. Just hoping that TIGR can kind of break out here and start moving higher, because it's there and it's very explosive. When TIGR starts moving, it's gonna like double, because it's much more explosive than FUTU. But with that, I want to thank you guys for joining again. Another portfolio update here, and yeah, if you guys like the content, please consider subscribing, and yeah, leave a comment and review. So I really appreciate you guys, and have a great weekend.